Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Morris champion. 131 zone. Okay. So let's take a couple breaths. Want to take a couple breaths? Let's take a couple breaths. Let's hit some tune real quick. Let's hit some tune real quick. Let's keep it pushing. Hey, hey. Let's just take a couple breaths. I'm gonna take a couple breaths. Couple breaths, number. Couple breaths. Couple breaths. You know what I'm saying? Hit that 3, 2, 1. You know what I'm saying? The sun or moon travel all the way down through your toes, and then bam, you there. And once you there, you ask. You do, you know what I'm saying? You do what you've been doing for eons, which is talking to yourself. Talking to yourself. You know, the thing that if people catch you doing, you know, you get ashamed. And why? Because, you know, many of us were booted out of that when we were younger. Don't talk to yourself. Or, you know, don't do it in public, or don't do it around me, or, you know what I'm saying? Do that at home, or even when you did it at home, same thing. You know, don't talk out loud too much. You know, so saying what we need to say, uh, speaking those high vibrational tones to ourselves, because it ain't always gonna. Because I mean, if you on the positive tip, then you're gonna be on the negative tip too. So just speak them high vibes, and oh, as those emotions come and go, as Kobe said, the message from Kobe that I was able to take from it. Uh, Breathing make a big difference. Speaking makes a big difference for myself, especially on the Thursday, which is the throat chakra. Let your soul fly. You know, um, there are many tools to help do those things. I mean, honestly, where we spiritual growth, being your highest self. You know what I'm saying? We're in becoming a source of light. Yeah, becoming a source of light. And this meditation is coming up because each chapter has meditations at the end. So, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta listen to nobody tell you what it is. Like, you can read it, go through it, you go behind your eyes, and you make your truth. You gonna see it. You gonna see it. You know, it's not far fetched. It's not complicated like people make it out to be. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you're expecting on seeing like, you know, like your mind's gonna be looking like DreamWorks first time out, you know, maybe not, and that's all right. But please believe that DreamWorks is made off of your mind. You are the DreamWorks. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. And even a book like this, you know what I'm saying, it does a lot of humanity speak, what you can do for humanity, what you can do for the world. And you know what, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. Like, I've got nothing to argue on that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do what you can do for do what you do for your world. Like, your world is right here. This is your world right here. All this. You know what I'm saying? And the people that, the energy that you are connected to. Yes. Just realize that you don't have to save the outside world. You know, like, no one becomes a superhero to put a cape on somebody else. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you ever seen it? You ever seen superheroes just be like, I boom, I've done what I need to do to get where I need to be. Here I am, finally. Oh, I just got this cape. Who do I put it on? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, nah. So let's keep going. You may have wondered why you think differently from others, or why sometimes you feel like you do not fit in as well as others. Some of the thoughts and ideas you have that are now uncommon and unusual will be the thoughts that bring about the changes to higher consciousness in years to come. You may be drawn to areas such as ecology, the peace movement, science, technology, education, religion, media, psychology, metaphysics, or others that contribute to a new vision for humanity. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you're not for the whole world construct type deal, uh, you have your own vision for self, you know. And of course, the moon page 157, so it's like 100 some pages of info beforehand leading up to these moments. So yeah, you gonna be drawn to something What am I drawn to? I was into the peace movement. I was into education, peace movement, religion, uh, psychology, and now metaphysics. Metaphysics. I am very uh, recovering information on metaphysics. Adds another dimension, opens it up for me. You know, like uh, Thor, right? Thor's hammer. Like so, when I look at Thor, yeah, Marvel, Thor, Disney, and whatnot. It's like, all right, let me go to the Encyclopedia of Ancient Deities. You know what I'm saying? I got a video of that now. We can get there. Look up Thor and Odin. Then look up Thor's hammer, and knowing that Thor's hammer means something else as well. So it's like, all right, bet. Let me check out hammer and the metaphysical meaning of the hammer. Oh, okay. The brainstem. Right. From what I remember. I can just look it up right here. But that's the abundance that sits there. That's the abundance that sits there. Where you can go get your information and find out your whys. Imagine you're walking up a mountain. There are many people in front of you and many people behind you. Now imagine that the beings ahead of you turn around and send you lines of light, love, and energy, lighting up your path and making your journey easier. You see with increasing clarity where you are going. Your footsteps become more certain. You are able to climb even faster. Helicopters again. Now imagine turning around and sending out your light and wisdom to those behind you, broadcasting encouragement and knowledge of the path you had just completed. All right, let's take a quick minute and do that. Couple deep breaths. Now imagine turning around. Now this mountain that you're on, you got your folk in front, you got your folk behind. The folk in front turning around, sending you light, and then you gonna be sending that light and encouragement to those behind you. You do that. All right. You do not need to make your spiritual journey alone. Countless souls in your reality and in the higher dimensions have gone before you and have lit up the path for you. As you grow, you will help make it easier for others as well. While only you can take the steps to grow, there is much light and assistance available. You are not smothered, you are covered. Oh, man, this is a wild pillow. Like, it's the lumpiest. No. Yeah. Ooh, there you go here. Talk to me now. Talk to me now. Yeah. More input. Input equals output. You know what I'm saying? The more I put myself out there, uh, the more I'm covered. Yeah. So even in these winters, yeah, the winters, it's different for me. It seems a little, but what I do know is growing, being grateful for growth, uh, staying in gratitude, uh, music. Those definitely keep those vibes high. And also in a doing mode. The more I stay in a doing mode, because the doing is the creativity. And the more chaos, we can really get it. But let's say one step behind you are hundreds of thousands who are awakening. Remember yourself as you were before you awoke to this path of growth. There are many, many thousands in the world who are at the point of awakening. They may not know it yet. They may not know yet where to turn or even what information to seek. They're just beginning to question, to listen, and to hear. As you lift the veils and wake up to your path in truth, you will be reaching out to a system, and they in turn will be reaching out to others. Yeah. So do not get down on yourself. Do not don't be so hard. Don't be hard on yourself like that, because you gonna get your feedback. It's just, you know, you have to be grateful for those alerts, or whenever you find out that person does listen, or that person does listen to your podcast, or they do support your work. You know what I'm saying? So those sorts of things. However you receive those messages, be in a space of receiving those messages. So whenever someone does pay you a compliment, you can say thank you in return. Because I know I have a time saying thank you. You know, just gotta keep doing. Um, Gratitude, 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 gratitude. What else we got? Yeah, we got the meditation coming. You want to finish this up? Sure. Humanity is in the process of making an evolutionary leap. Your energy bodies are evolving. You are gaining a spiritual human energies in your aura. Because of the new human, body light is able to vibrate at our frequency and radiate like you, your children, and your grandchildren, have been a transformation of consciousness beyond anything you can now imagine. What you struggle so intently with now, to be more loving, to believe in yourself, to forgive, to have compassion, and to release pain and negativity, will be easier in future times as human energy systems become more evolved. Humanity will have a more fully formed body of light and will become a radiating source of light. So for me, um, yes, to forgive myself, I will say it in this moment has become easier to do. I'll say I'm more accepting of it. I'll say that. Um, and that's the beautiful part is there are literally some moments that I can say, yeah. Then there's some other moments you'll be like, all right, we'll get it next time around. We're gonna get it next time around. It's like next time when that trigger comes, man, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? We doing different next time around. All right, we gonna ride that thing high vibrationally. You know, I'm gonna ride that thing high vibrationally because why war? Like, why are you in here, here, down here, and then out there? And then everything's an argument. Everything's an argument. To believe in yourself. Mm. My belief is cultivated in doing. The more I do, the more belief I have. I desire to have the inner knowing. Yeah, I desire that fire, that inner, I just want to fly. And I have flown. Mm-hmm. Shouts to abundance. Right. And all those qualities, aspects of character that I seek are all within. So nothing that I have to go out to go get. Don't have to pay for it. I could pay for it. Thank you in advance. You know. All right, what's next? What are you saying? Many of you want this to be your last lifetime on Earth, and you speak of last lifetime as if it were the ultimate spiritual goal. As you reach higher and higher levels of Earth life mastery, you may or may not choose to return after you die. The Earth plane is a beautiful place. You can experience heaven on Earth as you become a master of living in higher consciousness. Many highly evolved souls choose to come even though they could live in other dimensions, for they love humanity and the Earth itself. Greater levels of mastery also give you an increasing ability to assist others in their growth and an even greater opportunity to grow yourself because of your ability to serve. Yeah, that service, man. Like I said, uh, what I've recovered is service. Service in some sort of way. Laughter, jokes, help, as in me finding a balance in doing for others and knowing when we are creating MooRooM, and we're creating that room out of love. You know, it's not anything vindictive. It's not anything underhanded. It's nothing with strings tied to it or anything like that. It's I'm gonna do these dishes because I'm doing these dishes. You know what I'm saying? And I like a clean kitchen, and I love for anyone to walk in there and maybe you don't look at it and be like, oh my gosh, this is such a great kitchen. Look at all these clean dishes. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker might not know that. But I tell you what the motherfucker do. Anybody in the house in a clean kitchen can now just come in, grab a glass, get something to drink, and go back to what they were doing. You know what that is? That's clearing out the cobwebs, clearing out those worries. Like those are intermediate steps that don't even have to be thought about anymore. There's no thought of where's a cup? Do I have to wash it? How come nobody washed it? Will they wash them soon? Where all that stuff just gets bypassed. That's part of service. Yeah. You are not on this earth because you are too low to live in the higher dimensions. Your higher self has sent a part of itself, you, into this dimension to learn more about this consciousness as expressed in a world of form and matter. Trust that you are here right now because it is the best place for you and offers you the most opportunity to evolve. As you grow and expand, your higher self grows and expands. Love your humanity as well as your divinity. What you experience in your daily life, the challenges, feelings, and relationships are the very things you came to learn from. Everything has already happened. I'm just here to figure out why. Like, we can go back and whether by years, dates, you know, the ancestor gods, however, living, non, mind, all. Yep. So, yeah, the challenges, your feelings, your relationships, you know, why do you have that certain friend at work? Why do you work at these certain places? Why do you work at that one place? Why is your business name that? You know, those are the whys. Those relationships that you have, the ones that you had, the ones that you currently have, currently, shit, all your relationships, matter of fact, you wanted to learn from such and such. That's why she was your first, or that's why he was your first. It was something you wanted to learn about it. Like this time around, you wanted it different. This time around, you wanted a different energy. You wanted a different challenge on it. Maybe this time around, you wanted your virginity to be sacred. Maybe this time around, you didn't want it to be sacred. Or however, you wanted it to go a different way. You wanted a different challenge. You know, however many kids you've had, that's the challenge you wanted. Maybe you wanted a challenge of living in certain circumstances in such a way. Maybe you wanted to pull yourself up out of the mud. Maybe you don't. Maybe you came back because you really wanted to be an example for somebody else. Really, like really, 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 really wanted to be a living example, a living sacrifice. Which, whew, ain't that something to find out, you know, later, later on in life? You're like, man, what in the world? Why am I leaning this way so much? It's like, oh, that's what I came back here to do. Oh, I'll be. Let's read this last one. The feelings and thoughts you have, all your humanness, offer you a rich and wonderful opportunity to grow and become a source of light to others. As you become more filled with light, you assist humanity in reaching critical mass. When enough people can hold and radiate a larger amount of light, everyone together will take a quantum leap and reach a new evolutionary phase. As more people expand, they will find it easier to be their higher selves and reach light. As more people learn to hold and radiate more light, it will be possible for many others to reach their full potential in this lifetime. Do your thing. Do your thing. Attract others who do their thing. And y'all go do them. You do yours. Well, that's how I roll. I be like, I do mine. And you'll do yours. And we can link up and talk about how we do things. And encourage each other to continue on those ways. So I know this much. The more I cultivate relationship, my the relationship with myself, I'll increase on the others. All right, meditation, becoming a source of light. The purpose of this meditation is to lift the veils of unknowing. This will assist you in remembering who you are and gaining a more limited view of yourself. Very simple. Thank you. You may want a friend to ask you these questions, ask them mentally, or record them and play them back, pausing to give yourself time to answer. If you're alone, you can answer these questions mentally, speak your answers out loud into a recorder, or write down your responses. All right, so get into your higher self state. So this is what I enjoy about these, is having this part here to where you can read it. You know what I'm saying? You make notes, go back, do this, that. Then right at the end, you have a meditation literally going on there. So everything you're about to meditate on, you've already been having in mind. So sit quietly or not. Relax your body. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. And so you're already at your spot anyway. So ask yourself, who am I? Where am I from? And why am I here? Now, each time you ask these questions, put the emphasis on a different word. For instance, you might say, who am I? The first time. Who am I? The second time, who am I? The third. Repeat this sequence several times and be as imaginative, playful, and creative as you can with your answers. Play as long here as you like. When you are through, return to the room and spend a moment remembering the insights you received. Record them if you like. So, be as imaginative as you like. Oh. Sit quietly. Who am I? Every time I think of who, kid. Every time. I'm like, who can cover sun, shine, skibbity-whoa. My love is like as far as the eyes can see. These. No. Don't do it. And then you just keep going. Yeah, I don't know. Do a higher state self meditation. Do we hop any? Hmm. I would say one of the dumb things about the Divi songs is whenever you have a mantra, and you take that mantra and you run it through, it's like now all I gotta do, I remember, I know what the song sounds like, I know what the beat sounds like now. And then I can just go back and read, just be like, it's like with source, all healing power flows through Mars champion. And let the sun shine in. Aquarius. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that fusion is what I'm grateful for. Because all I gotta do is and play. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Hey, hey. The sun's all healing power flows through my champion. And this is that work that you put in to even get there, right? So those are good. Of course, you see different mantras, conversation. What's this? Wow, I was somewhere else. I was in another room on the computer, editing videos. All right. So, more than anything, before we head up all, we have spiritual growth, being your higher self by Sanaya Roman. So go ahead and get that. Becoming the source of light. You know what I'm saying? Who am I? Where am I from? Why am I here? All right. So let's finish this up and we're going to move on to our breathing cycles and we will be out of here.